Mary Pickford.
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
Not a very friendly sort.
That was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Hey, Miss Strick...
Who are you?
Marty McFly.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You interviewed me once, back when you were young.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
You've got a nice cactus here.
Quit beating around the bush!
I brought you this.
I ain't interested in flowers.
Wait till you hear.
And I especially ain't interested in talking flowers. Put them away.
I brought you this picture.
Who's that?
You don't know him, but he looks a lot like this guy you did know.
Not interested.
I brought you these tickets to the expo.
What expo?
The expo you left when you swiped the DeLorean and jumped back in time.
Stop messing with my brain. I don't know nothing about time travel, and I never did. And what's more, I never talk about the past.
You must have brought something Edna wants.
Don't look at me. I didn't bring anything but myself.
I hate to see it like this. Mary Pickford. Now where would she pick up a fake name like that? I wonder what's cooking.
Well, what did you bring me?
I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things. Ouch! Yeah, I can wait.
I ain't got all day.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use. You see that car over there? You stole that from Carl Sagan, and you time jumped into the past.
Me? Steal a car? You got a lot of nerve, Sonny. Everyone in town knows that Mary Pickford's the most law-abiding citizen that Hill Valley's ever had. And I don't give a fig about the past.
Come on, Miss Strickland.
Miss who?
Strickland. You're Edna Strickland.
Take a look at the mailbox, Sonny. Name's Pickford. Mary Pickford. And it has been for as long as I care to remember. And like I told you, I don't care to remember!
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
But there used to be a regular town here, right?
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya, I don't talk about any time but today!
You see that car over there? You stole that from Carl Sagan, and you time jumped into the past.
Me? Steal a car? You got a lot of nerve, Sonny. Everyone in town knows that Mary Pickford's the most law-abiding citizen that Hill Valley's ever had. And I don't give a fig about the past.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
I brought you this.
Already got one.
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt. I brought you this.
Already got one. I ain't got all day.
Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture I saw in Edna's apartment, way back. in the future. A blacksmith sign. I wonder if it's from Doc's old shop. I'm sure I can get her to talk to me.
Then what are you waiting for? Knock on the door.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
I brought you this.
Already got one.
Were you expecting anything, in particular?
I wasn't expecting you. Well, what did you bring me?
I brought you these tickets to the expo.
What expo?
The expo you left when you swiped the DeLorean and jumped back in time.
Stop messing with my brain. I don't know nothing about time travel, and I never did. And what's more, I never talk about the past.
You've got a nice cactus here.
Quit beating around the bush.
Were you expecting anything, in particular?
I wasn't expecting you.
Were you expecting anything, in particular?
I wasn't expecting you.
I hate to see it like this. I brought you him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
This is Doc Brown, the guy who built the car you stole.
Stole? I never steal. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Still, there is something familiar about those features. Sure, I don't know you from somewhere.
Sure, you remember him. Carl Sagan, the guy you framed as a speakeasy arsonist.
Speakeasy? Arson? That's complete gibberish, Sonny. Whatever you're talking about's got nothing to do with me. I never involve myself in such criminal shenanigans. Still, his features remind me of someone.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be. Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is! It's October 13th, 1931! Oh, and you are Emmett! Emmett! How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming, or stay there?
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Babyface.
Babyface.
That's not your pet name for me. Wait a minute. What's going on?
Sweet stuff.
Sweet stuff.
You've never called me that. Something's wrong here.
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's...
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
I hate to see it like this.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh! He's after me! Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? What's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Not sure what that'll...
Don't upset her, Marty.
I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things.
Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Help me figure something out.
Yes?
How am I supposed to bring back Marshal Strickland?
She thought the cactus was him for a few seconds, didn't she? She's not that picky.
How am I supposed to bring back Marshal...
She thought the cactus was him.
Explain something to me, Doc. Edna jumped to the past and made Hill Valley disappear, right?
That's the working hypothesis.
Then how come we're still around?
Whatever Edna did to Hill Valley must have happened so long ago that the ripples in the time stream haven't caught up with us yet.
So, how long do we have before the ripples catch up with us?
Oh, I'm sure we've got at least an hour before everything goes to hell.
Great. If we don't restore the timeline, I'll never be born, right?
Probably not.
But even if we do restore it, my grandpa's gone and married the wrong woman. Either way, I'm hosed.
One crisis at a time, Marty. Right now, let's worry about getting the full story out of Edna.
Edna used the DeLorean to jump into the past. I wonder why she never jumped out again.
Put yourself in her shoes. Unexpectedly propelled into the past by an unreliable time machine. Would you risk another trip?
I might. Maybe we could check the time circuits to find out what date she landed.
We could, if there's anything left of the time circuits, but I'm afraid they rusted out long ago.
When do you think it died? The DeLorean, I mean.
That vehicle hasn't been operational in a very long time. My guess is whatever happened to Hill Valley also happened to it.
You know, I've been dealing with Edna Strickland a lot lately, and I've seen her old and I've seen her young, but I've never seen her so...
Batshit crazy?
Right. How do you think Edna got this way?
I guess that Edna's immense guilt over whatever she did in the past, combined with the trauma of traveling through time, has caused her to repress her memories. If we want to find out what happened, we'll have to break through those blocks, preferably before the time ripples catch up with us.
You really think we can get through to Edna? She seems pretty... out there.
Even the most repressed memories can be restored with the appropriate stimulation. We just have to find the right cues to lead her down a path of emotional recovery before we get erased by the time stream.
Sure, no problem.
It's disorienting enough under the best of circumstances. Imagine the effect on a mind that's completely unprepared, especially a mind that doesn't deal well with chaos.
You really think we can get through to Edna? She seems pretty... out there.
Even the most to lead.
Sure.
It's disorienting enough, completely unprepared.
I still can't believe my grandpa married Trixie. What are we gonna do about that?
It's a dire situation, but I'm afraid I'll have to take a back seat to unraveling this unspeakable catastrophe.
I'll figure something out.
I'm sure you will.
Here's something that'll make you remember.
Remember what? I don't like to remember. Who are you? What are you doing in my yard, you hooligan?
No, Edna. No yarn.
What?
This is Emmett speaking. It's October 13th, 1931.
Yes.
And something's about to happen.
Oh, yes, something big. But what?
Better not talk to her directly. It'll break the spell.
Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Grandfather was much more shaggy.
Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture. This hat doesn't frame her face very well. Not sure what... Not bad.
Oh, grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street, lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him, acting like a big shot, throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up
What?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil. A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Maybe you push the saloon down.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. No, You're doing it all wrong. It'll never burn like that. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. This is beautiful! The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness! Burn, you sucker! Burn!
She was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it then? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were pure. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're...
A hooligan! I'm a hooligan!
Well, I lay it on too thick.
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Huh. Hill Valley destroyed by fire. Started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan? You set me up for a fall. You and Smirnoff. You made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to...
Hey!
You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in the Hayesville Herald. 2 months' worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right? This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right.
Much obliged. There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
We'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back. You go through the front.
Got it.